and he asked me to draw my vagina. Like my heart is still ghetto, you know? The teacher came up to me and he was like, "You're finally beautiful." And I was like,
maybe we be Willow and Jaden.
That's exactly
Willow and Jaden,
you know
baby.
I mean?
Absolutely.
Coming to a house party dressed as a house.
How has our friendship had to reinvent itself since you've had children? Welcome to the show. I am so excited because today one of my closest friends, Stacy Osei-Kuffour, is on the show. She is a writer, a playwright. She wrote on The Bear, Pen 15, Watchmen. She's incredible. And today we are talking about motherhood. We're talking about nose jobs. We're talking about desirability. We're talking about our college years because we went to college together and we know where all the bodies are buried. So it is a key. Stacy is truly one of the funniest people that I know. So I'm really excited to share this conversation with you. Do me a favor. Before we get started, we are on our march to 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So subscribe, like, share, comment, all the things. It helps us grow our little messy mob so that we can be in the mess with you for a very, very, very long time. Okay, without any further ado, here's my conversation with Stacy.
Are they going to get this calf?
They might get that calf.
They're going to get that calf.
That calf is good too. The calf is good. Do you want some lotion? Does it need lotion?
It needs lotion and it looks too healthy. Do you know what I mean?
It looks perfect. Well, your ring is so blingy.
Like those Beyonce photos.
You're so rich.
She's doing Taco Tuesday, right?
No. You know she's not. They're vegetarian. Remember she started that, remember for a moment she had that vegetarian line?
Her titties tell me she's eating meat. Come on. You think those titties are just vegan products? Get the fuck out of here.
Those titties are not made of soy. You're absolutely right. There's a little, not pork though, right?
No, not pork.
Not pork.
But definitely pulled apart chicken.
Shredded chicken for sure. Those titties are shredded chicken. Wait, okay. What else are you watching?
What else am I watching?
So you watched the Homicide show with me, which I didn't obviously, but my little baby self in the background.
It's really gorgeous.
Wearing my orange shirt.
What am I watching? Tell Me Lies.
Megan's show.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's really good.
It's so addictive.
Yeah, it's
they're
really
just
sexy.
fucking each other.
Yeah.
And they're lying to each other. It's kind of perfect.
Yeah, I don't like the black people on there though.
Cut that out.
Okay, I'm gonna be better. I'm just too comfortable with you.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about how we became friends.
I love that.
How did we become friends?
I can't remember.
I was trying to remember too, but it was in college.
It was in college.
Where are you from? You from Chicago?
I'm from
Chicago. Bulls?
Yes,
okay.
I'm repping.
You're repping
I'm
the
repping
Bulls.
my city always. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Some people think it's the murder capital. I'm not sure.
Oh my God.
But I can't remember how we met. I was thinking about this when I was taking a shower, and I was like, I think it was just all of us. We saw black people.
Yeah, we were all together at NYU because NYU PWI, predominantly white institution.
Yes.
And so black people just knew each other in the theater department.
And we all went to that dining hall that had Quiznos because.
Oh, Weinstein.
Yes.
Weinstein had the Quiznos. You're absolutely right.
So we just.
And it had then it eventually had the Chick-fil-A, but not, I think we left, but the Quiznos.
But I wish I could remember when we first met. You know, it would be so fun.
I do remember the first black sleepover.
Yes.
Because that is such an era, and I still dream of us doing an adult version of a black sleepover. Because you threw the first black sleepover at your place.
Yes.
In Brooklyn?
Yes, off the G train.
Off the G train, where is the G train?
I don't know.
That shit is like the train to Hogwarts. Can't find it.
Yeah. But it was such a beautiful first initial hang.
What made you start it?
What made me start it? I felt like in our group of black people, I was the white one. You know what I mean? I was the one that was just very weird, and I always had a thesaurus. And so I was like, you know what? I want something where I can just hang with my people, you know?
The way you said people. Very white, yeah.
Yeah. And it was so fun. And And I just wanted to keep happening. And I felt like we weren't safe with the white people in our studio. So when we had a sleepover, we would just have so much fun.
I need to know why you felt like you were the white one in the group. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because
you the nigga from Chicago.
Yeah.
Stacy Osei-Kuffour.
Yeah, African as well. I don't know. I felt like you guys were just so much more comfortable with. So maybe I wasn't the white one. I think I was like the Felicity. You didn't know I was going with that. I was
Felicity.
I was a little
the blossom.
I was the blossom. Yeah.
The six was a little black.
I feel like I was just reserved. I was like afraid of everything, and you guys really helped me come out of my shell. Like
when you would drink, you would be free.
Yeah. You didn't have to mention alcohol, but yeah, I definitely. You guys really helped me come out of my shell, and I think I really liked that.
Yeah.
You know, my theater experience in high school, it was where all the white kids were.
Yeah.
And so it was my first time being in a theater setting with other black people. It was crazy.
I think it was mine too, because I went to high school in Georgia, Rome, Georgia. So, you know, they were all white there.
Yeah.
So, like, being around other black folks, I feel like black theater folks, it was the first time. Because it was
just so fun.
Yeah, I also think, like, as the theater kid, you did get made fun of, and it was, like, quote unquote, white to like theater.
But you scared me a little bit.
Tell me how. Tell me why.
I just remember you were just a little bit like, you were no nonsense. And at that time, I was all nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You felt I was no nonsense?
I felt like you were like, if you don't know who you are, get away. Am I saying controversial things?
No. Describe me back then in 3 words. How would you describe me in 3 words?
The first thing that came to mind was perfect, which is crazy.
That's crazy. Impossible. Okay, but perfect.
Perfect. Free.
Forceful. Perfect, free, and forceful.
I just remember this one time where I wanted to come to a party with you. Do you remember this?
We've been to many parties. So which one?
You were like, you're not coming to this party with me. You're not coming. And I was like, I think I should.
Did I give a reason? What party was it? Whose party was it?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I think it was like a gay party.
Oh, well, then there you go. I would describe you back then.
Oh my God, I'm so scared.
Yeah. No, don't be scared. I would describe you as, I felt that you were the free one.
Wow.
I thought that you were, and still do, like, hilarious doesn't do justice for it, but like,
okay,
let's just use hilarious shorthanded. Like,
okay.
Like, it's when you're around, like, people are buckled over.
Okay, that's nice.
Like, laughing from their past lifetimes. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's really beautiful. Thank you.
And I thought that you were, like me, a misfit. Does that make sense? Like, in the best way. And like, I'm not gonna fit into. I think you and I were always struggling with not being able to fit into the standards of the theater program, if that makes sense. Like, the standards of like what kinds of characters we could play.
Yeah.
What our types were, what we looked like. I mean, we're both dark skinned baddies.
Yeah.
I think there was a wrestling. Would you say that you wrestled with that?
Yeah, it was tough. It was really, really tough. I remember I did a scene and Jimmy Tripp, our teacher, like came up to me and he was like, "You're finally beautiful." And I was like, huh? And in the scene, I was like covered in garbage. And it was just like, there was so much that just fucked with me, but just such a beautiful experience. I loved NYU so much. I would do it again and again and again.
Would you?
I would do it 100 times. I feel like it was perfect for it was my first time getting something that I wanted, you know?
Ooh, yeah.
You know, and
for sure
at 17, 16, like that.
To like aim for that and get that was kind of wild.
It was crazy.
Yeah. What other schools did you want to go to? Or was that the top?
That was the top. I tried Fordham. I got in there.
Okay.
For acting. And I think I just tried those two.
Okay.
Those were the ones.
Was acting the only thing you were going to go into school for?
Yeah, I tried Juilliard and Yale.
Okay. I think I cut Juilliard after like the first round.
It was really, really painful.
Yeah.
I know what I did wrong. I made it to the second round, but when they invited me to sit, I sat at a place where there was no seat. You know what I mean? I like tried to sit, and I think they thought I was like
a misfit
on drugs. So I didn't get into Juilliard. They're lost.
They're lost. Okay.
But yeah, I only wanted to do acting at the time.
I only wanted to do acting too. And then I think that shifted just by nature of being in the industry. And you'd be like, oh, when I think about, we don't have to get too far into this, but it's like, how many roles are there for Black folks? How many roles are there for dark-skinned Black folks?
Yeah.
What are the types of roles? Like, what are you up against? And so it's just like, there's always one of us on a show. And if like hundreds upon thousands of us are aiming for that role, then you start going, what is my livelihood? And now I have to be an adult and figure out what I want to do, which is why writing became such a great resource. And you became a writer.
Yeah, I mean, I had always been writing. Like as a kid, I was writing, you know, when I would get a spanking, I would be like, Dear Diary. But then it evolved into poetry and then short stories and then plays. So by the time I was at NYU, I had already been writing. But for me, it was like hobby shit.
Did anyone validate it for you? Because I had been writing, but I don't think anyone validated my writing until like senior year of college.
Yeah, I think I was too afraid to
share. Yeah.
To share in fear that it wasn't good. But I think once I got to NYU and, you know, we were doing so much work on the text.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I could do this.
I could
write a fucking play.
And
then I just couldn't stop. It wasn't even about me acting in it. It was like, I just have so many ideas, you know, that I want to put down. And then it just kind of had a mind of its own. Yeah.
I love that. Can we play a game?
Yeah.
Do you have your phone on you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. It's like the Notes app. So I want you to pull up a random note or text from your app and read it without context. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. This one, let's see.
Wow.
Let me see the most recent one.
Wow, this is scary.
I know. I figured, you know, we're friends. Oh, okay. This one, no context. Ready?
Yeah.
Fertility festival. Fuck through a window. Make an appointment.
Wow. Mine is, I think Hood Rat is a loser. Yeah.
You want to tell me something messy?
I really do.
Okay, great. Tell me.
I want to tell you about my first date once I had graduated from NYU.
Oh, okay, yeah, tell me.
I went on a date with this guy. We met working at the Titanic Museum in
What you
New
mean
York.
the Titanic Museum?
Thank you for asking. There used to be a Titanic Museum in Times Square where people would go and learn about, you know, the folks that passed away in that boat, but also experience it themselves.
What you mean experience it themselves?
It was interactive.
Like they built a ship, and it would shake?
Yeah, it was like what they make Tupac out of. What's that called?
Madame Tussauds? Wax. Hologram.
No. Hologram.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit of that. And I worked in the gift shop.
Okay.
If you could imagine. Selling playing cards, greeting
Titanic
cards.
playing cards?
Yeah.
Titanic greeting cards. What's on these Titanic greeting cards?
And blue popcorn. And one of the people I worked with there, and he was like, you have a fat ass, let's go out. It was great.
I love that.
We met up at Starbucks.
Uh-huh.
Right there. There's something wrong.
Okay.
Right?
Why would you meet at Starbucks?
Great question. That's where he wanted to meet.
Okay, great.
Times Square at night. I show up. He's not there. I'm nervous. You know what's going to happen. He finally comes. He gives me a napkin. He slowly pushes the napkin over with a pen.
So you're sitting at a table.
Sitting at a table.
And he shows up with a napkin?
I think he grabbed one of Starbucks.
Okay.
One of the napkins that Starbucks
and then he
provided. Slid it over to me with a pen.
Okay, with a pen.
And he asked me to draw my vagina. Like, and I'm like, what, 21? So I'm like, I start at the top.
The shaky hand.
And I'm like, I basically do a V. And he gets up and he's like, I don't think we can date each other because I need to be with a woman who can
draw her vagina?
Yeah, and I didn't even understand that he wanted like the open feature. Do you know what I mean? I just did like the V with the slit in it. I'm giving you what you asked for. That he got up, he said that he was done.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
But you know what it taught me? You know what it taught me? I was like, fuck this dude.
Yeah, fuck
You
him.
know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Because like, one, who does that?
It's crazy.
Who does that?
What a crazy opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, can there be a conversation?
There has to be.
Like, if I say draw your dick, I don't know how you wouldn't be able. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him.
I wouldn't be able. Terrible drawing.
Yeah, I don't think he could accurately put all the veins and shit in there.
Also, what a wild way to start a date. Draw your dick.
Yeah, like it would be different if he and I were intimate. He had a mirror and was like, draw it.
I want to draw it. That's sexy. That's kind of
behind me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's sexy.
But I thought that was rude and that he was a little bitch, and I still think that way. And
do you want to say fuck?
Yeah, fuck you. I really feel great about it. I mean, it's gross.
It's gross.
And it's rude.
It's rude.
And if you want to be sexy, we can be sexy in other ways.
Of course, but there are levels, and we have to build to that.
But that wasn't my last date with him.
Uh-oh.
I went on another date with him.
After the vaginal caricature.
Because I was like, this man deserves a second try.
You thought he deserved a second try.
My heart was
after
open.
He woke up, after he got up and left the table?
Yeah. And he was in a long black coat, by the way. I had no idea. I had no idea that like I was better than him at that time.
Sure.
But we went on another date.
Uh-huh.
But I was wearing boots where one heel was a little longer than the other. Just giving you some context.
Okay. Was there a reason for that?
I fell.
Got it.
I slipped and fell during our second date.
Got it.
And he got up and left again. And that's the last time I saw him. How messy was that? That was messy in a different way.
You slipped and fell and he just left?
Yeah. That was the same day I got fired from the Titanic Museum for playing cards in the gift shop. Oh, B. But I really liked him.
You did.
And he made me feel bad for not being able to draw my vagina,
And you felt like you wanted to prove yourself.
Totally. I wanted to prove that, like, I was a bad bitch. And
yeah.
I had only had sex with one person at that time. I was like a baby in that arena. So, I mean, I couldn't, if he came through this door and asked me to draw it now, I would have the same reaction.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to draw it now. But I think that's like a rude thing to ask a woman and think it's sexy and hot and all that stuff.
Yeah, with no context and with no actual relationship, I would agree that's a wild thing to ask somebody.
And most women don't get to know their vaginas very well.
How did you get to know yours?
Wow.
Sorry.
No, I mean, I feel like I still am. Like, I feel recently I just realized I have the one where the clit is it's on the outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
How did you find that out?
My husband notified me. He let me know.
Shout out to Sharif.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband let me know.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what I would have.
He deserves a second fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you. I have an outside one. Yeah.
Correct. Wait, Stacey, a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
I came to your house.
Yeah, my
to
Oscar
your
party.
beautiful your Oscar party.
Yeah.
Which you've been throwing this Oscar party for how many years?
At least 10.
At least 10.
I've been doing it since Will Smith smacked somebody.
It was,
Yeah.
that's way before that was a
such an
wild year.
iconic one.
That was
a
a wild year.
year.
Yeah. So I feel like what was so fun and exciting and new for me this year was, I've come to your house for the Oscars pretty much every year. I think I wasn't there last year.
Yeah,
but then this year I showed up and you have 2 kids now.
I do.
And our friends were there, Devere and Shay, homosexuals.
Yeah.
And then the doorbell rang, and every time that doorbell rang, it was a set of parents and some more kids.
Yeah.
And that house was filled with children.
Black children, white children.
All the children. Every race, every creed, running through the place. It was such a different, I had the best time. Also, I'm childless.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know what it was from your end. What has that shift and that transition been, like literally through your Oscar parties, from going from you and Sharif and like your friends and all of us like just being wasted and drunk and smoking and to like now.
We still got high though, thank
we
God.
did. We ran around the corner.
Yeah. No, it's been really interesting and really beautiful being a mother. I think, it's really changed my perspective on so many things. But I think, I invited my friend Nadra, to a party recently, and she like brought like a huge bottle of, Beyonce's whiskey. And there were a bunch of kids watching Toy Story, and she was like, "Damn, bitch, you could have let me know." And I was like, "Oh, right, it's changed, And I think because I'm like my heart is still ghetto, that I think like we still
go do it,
the techno music is still playing, but I think I'm like I'm a mom, but it's not gonna change, There's a little bit of me in that. So I'm like, I can still have my friends over at the Oscar party. My kids can be here. I'll be smoking weed in the back. Ribs will be on the table. I'm just trying to make it. I'm trying to make it all work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it working?
Wow. Sorry, the think eye contact was crazy. Is it working? I mean, sometimes yes, sometimes no. I think I feel one thing that I've realized about myself is that I'm a perfectionist, and I'm a people pleaser too. And when you're a mom and all you want to do is make your kid happy, it's, they take advantage.
Yeah.
These rascals take advantage. I just thought that I would be the tough parent, and I'm actually the pushover.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you think motherhood would be, and what is it actually?
Well, I was listening to this Oprah podcast with this Indian man, and she was saying that people have children because there's something in them that hasn't. You basically want unconditional love, And I think that's a little bit true for me. I think like I wanted something pure to love and to love me back, but also have like so many beautiful experiences with and expose them to, and I don't know. I think motherhood is just giving all of yourself over, in the most beautiful, complicated way. I think I thought some of it would be harder. I think I thought some of it would be easier. I think what I'm still grappling with is my own shit that I need to work on that I can't put on my babies.
Yeah.
You know?
What is some of that shit?
Well, you know, I think everybody, I shouldn't say everybody, my friend group knows about me that I was teased for the size of my nose for a long time by my dad. And that was really hard for me because as a kid, I would look at my dad and I would be like, if anybody has a big nose, this motherfucker, it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But it took my whole lifetime to realize, oh, my dad didn't like that part of himself. So he had to make me feel, you know, shitty because he didn't like that part of himself. And I think, like, my daughter ain't care about her nose. My son don't care about his nose.
Yeah.
You know, they want to know where the pretzels are, where the peanut butter is. Peppa Pig. You know what I'm saying? Bluey. How could I possibly put that shit on them, you know? And it just, in that way, it's so freeing, you know? And doing this work on myself and just allowing them to be whatever they want to be, you know?
Where do you stand with your nose today? Because I know that, I know that struggle that you've had for, since I've known you.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm writing a show about it, like a little half hour.
Yeah.
That everybody has passed on so far.
So far. One yes, girl. One yes.
Yeah, I've had 3 nose jobs now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. One was like just to make my nose smaller, but then I saw a white friend and he squished my face into his chest and he broke it again.
Oh, shit.
But I was pregnant, so I had to wait until I had my daughter, and then I got another nose job. And then I just got one more just to tighten things up just a little bit. Where do I stand with my nose now? Sometimes I think about it, but most times I think, you know.
Do you think the nose job helped you stop thinking about it?
Never.
No.
Sometimes I'm SZA. Sometimes I'm Michael Jackson. With
hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
My nose was a big. I always thought I would get a nose job. It was a big.
I remember I complimented your nose once, and you thought it was so bizarre. I was like, it's the cutest nose.
Yeah, I hated my nose for a long time, and I thought if I ever did any plastic surgery, it would be on my nose. It has like this bump on it.
So small.
Really? I think I have it's
so
body
small.
dysmorphia is so wild. I think I have a sizable nose.
If I had that nose, I'd be on at least one billboard. At least one. At least one.
It's funny. I would always see myself on camera and be like, that nose.
It's just it's like
it's here, and it's you know, it's growing up inside of in a country that, you know, we're already dark skinned baddies, and then our features are bigger, and so we're made to. It's incredibly confusing. But I'm so interested in, one of the reasons I don't want kids is because I feel like I'm still navigating all of my shit, and I feel like what really solidified it for me was one of my friends. He has 2 kids, and his daughter was starting to be teased in school, and it was activating all of his bullying stuff that he went through. And so he was telling me how he doesn't want to put that on her and doesn't want his reaction to be out of proportion. So he's also like in his own therapy to like navigate those feelings about the kid, let alone whatever's going on in the marriage and whatever, plus navigating her own feelings. So I was like, oh, right. Like the parent that I want to be, and the parent that I think the parents I think my friends are ones that are not like, you'll be fine. Like, you're like, I want to engage with how this impacts you, my child, but also how it impacts me, so that I'm not putting that on you, which is a lot of work, beautiful work, but a lot of work. But I was like, oh, I don't think I have the capacity to do that. And so I'm curious what that work looks like for you. And how you balance that.
I mean, it's kind of all over the place. It's not even just my nose. It's like, you know, I was hanging out with my daughter and she like, you know, punched my stomach and she was like, look, there's so much skin, you know? And I was like, what? But I think like, yeah, like she also makes me feel like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like I'm so tired of feeling shame and wanting to hide. I think like what my kids have shown me is like, I am beautiful.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Like everyone's thinking about their own shit.
1000%. Yes.
And so I feel so free in that regard, and they have really freed me. And I'm their mom.
Yeah.
And so that's really nice because they don't give a fuck if I'm pretty, if my nose is big or small, whatever. They just want a hug.
Yeah.
And they want Peppa Pig.
1000%. Do you think about what as they get older, how you will?
I cry about it. Like a good friend of mine, her daughter is going through something with her skin, and just said to her, Mama, I think I want to be lighter. And that, sparked all of these conversations. And so I'm definitely ready. When I pick her up from school, I say to the teachers, like, how is she with the white boy? Is the white boy? Did anybody say? And they're like, no, Stacy, no. And here's the lunchbox, and please go home. I want.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
You're ready to protect. Yeah.
I want there to be a conversation. I think, like, if anything, there were so many times as a kid, and my parents were great parents. Despite what I said about my dad, my parents were beautiful parents, but I just want to make sure that I'm there to the 10th degree. I think like when we were kids, there wasn't a TV show where black kids were wearing a bonnet or, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, even though that's so small, it's
huge.
Yeah.
It's massive.
Yeah. And I think like we're in a time where, Black kids are being represented in a really beautiful and nuanced way. And so I think that helps with some of the conversations. But, I just want to be there for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially living here.
In Los Angeles, I always think about that because Los Angeles is such a... It's funny. I think the Angelinos who are like from here have a different experience than those of us who are transplants, and especially those of us who are connected to the industry, because everything is about looks.
Yeah.
Everything is about what you're wearing, what your face looks like, what injections you're doing, and not even funny. Like in New York, it was easy to judge it. But like as I'm getting older and I'm here, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I want to get that done. Yeah. But you're like, oh shit, like we're so consumed with the looks as adults. I can only imagine what the kids are experiencing, what the teenagers are experiencing. Yeah. And then you add social media to that. Like,
scary.
Like they're in the location where they can see it. Like if you were in middle America, maybe you're not like seeing the housewives, you know what I'm saying? But like when you're here, you're like, oh, I can see it. Like it's right there.
Yeah.
And I have access to it in a different way. And so I'm imagining as a parent, there are different conversations you have to have.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, my daughter's the only Black kid in her class.
Yeah.
And I also think like a lot of parents have said to me, most of the Black kids are, mixed race. Nothing wrong with interracial loving.
Sure, yeah.
But it's like, damn, you want your kid to interact with all kinds of children. So.
And have shared identity. How do you think that you will navigate that? Like giving her access to other...
Well, it's interesting. It's like her Monday through Friday is white.
Yeah.
And her weekends are as Black as we can make it. Her weekends are Black. Her weekends are Black.
Weekends are Black as fuck.
Yeah.
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 I feel that in my life.
Yeah.
Like weekdays, you just deal with a lot of Black people, and the weekends, you're like, it's just me and my Black homies. Yeah. The weekends are Black.
Our weekends are really Black.
Yeah. What would you tell yourself now that you've had kids? What would you tell yourself before having kids? Like if you go back to that version of yourself, what would you say to that version of yourself?
I mean, right off the bat, go to Japan. Just go to Japan for 3 weeks. You know.
Yeah.
I see the white people doing it.
Take
Wish
the
I had
vacation.
done that. Wish I had been just a little bit of a hoe. You know.
Yeah.
I was a hoe for Shakespeare Unabridged, but I wish I was a hoe in the sheets. You know what I mean? And more drugs, so many more drugs. Sorry, I know this is not what you were saying. More drugs. And then after all of those things, really important things, what would I say to myself? I would say, like, relax a little bit more. I think, you know, I wanted everything to be perfect for everything. And I think motherhood especially has taught me that nothing is perfect.
Oof.
Not like it's okay to be, you know, on the floor, a mess, you know. I think it's fine. You know, when my daughter was first born, I was so intense about, you know, my breast milk and all of this stuff. And then once I had my son, I was like, breast milk formula, you know. It's just, it really made me realize how tightly wound I was with everything. And it just, it really taught me about caring less, not only as like a person, but like about being in this industry. You know, I think I have felt some kind of way. You know, I'm going to be 39 on Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
And it's painful because I don't have my Oscar nomination quite yet.
Quite yet. Not yet.
But like, it doesn't matter. I think, like, you know, thank God I'm still here. Thank God I have, you know, a beautiful relationship with my husband. I have these kids. I feel like, I feel so lucky, you know? And I think when I was, you know, running in them streets on Christopher Street, you know, I really thought that I would be like the mini Viola Davis really soon. And I think I'm just going to be Viola Davis. You know, we're going to be the same age by the time we meet up, like Benjamin Button. And that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. At least I'm at the party.
I need you to play Viola's daughter.
It
so
would be a dream,
bad.
but we're the same age now, B. How can I play her daughter? I'm her peer. She's going to give me a cookie. I'm going to give her a cookie. You know what I'm saying? We're the same age, but that's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
I'm just glad to be here at all. You know?
That is like in getting older and being like, oh, I'm not where I thought. It doesn't look like what I thought it would look like. Like the way that we would be at our Black sleepovers and what we would all dream about, it don't look like what we were like, oh, it's going to look like. Sometimes it's painful.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like the reality too. Like we were in our, it had nothing to do with talent, right? It was like the fantasies of how the industry would work. Even I think about like being queer and like femme. I was like, girl, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
What doors did you think were bust wide open?
Remember when we did the NYU showcase and you had a
yeah.
Like,
hey,
it's just
like
crazy.
What? Crazy. Like I'm never playing that character. Like what are we talking about? But and getting older and being like, really and truly, there is a gratitude I have for it not looking like how I thought it would look. Yeah. Because I don't think I'd know how to be happy in that. Yeah. Like this version of life has forced me to learn how to be happy and to like savor my friends and what I have.
And if we were there, like I would be Amanda Bynes. Like I just need you to admit that. I would be Amanda Bynes. I'm not. Maybe you would be that guy on Dance Academy.
Dance Academy?
I don't know. He had some legal issues. The dance show. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would definitely be at the bottom of the LA River. So I feel like this is right.
I did feel that. When I
You
moved
know?
to LA, I said, I'm so glad I moved here at, what was it, 28 or 29?
Yeah.
Because I was like, if I moved here at 22, I would not have...
Methamphetamines for me.
Down.
Probably. Yeah.
Because I needed to be liked so bad.
Yeah.
I needed to be loved so bad that I would have done
Yeah.
anything to like gain that and to be validated. I didn't have a strong enough sense of self to be, and this city is so spread out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways, getting older and being able to truly be like, no, I've crafted the life that I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. Let me ask you this. This is a question for Mom. What do you envy about your childless friends' lives?
I envied their ability to just go, you know?
What do you mean go?
Just go anywhere. Like even coming here, I had to like figure out who's watched the kids what time, when, who's taking what nap, snacks. Like it requires so much planning, so much mental work of, you know, who's going to be watching the kids.
Right.
And I see y'all in these streets just moving.
I see you seeing us. Look at you.
Just driving 75 miles per hour, you know? I envy that. You know, I really, really envy that. I miss
just being able to go.
Just going out the door, no one knowing where I'm going. I miss having a secret, you know? You know, like yesterday I was in the bathroom and my daughter came in. She said, "Hey, mommy, and the big poop, and the poop goes splash and it stink." And now I wasn't doing that, okay? But she had some understanding of bathroom use, you know? And so I just miss those times that I could use the bathroom privately. That was a private endeavor. But she knows how to open the door. She knows how to unlock it. She's tall, you know.
Wow. Sharifa's real tall.
Yeah.
Your kids about to be tall.
She was talking about the poop and it lands in the toilet with the big splash. And that was something she wanted me to know. But I miss privacy. I miss having a secret. You know, I miss those moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I envy about people who have kids.
Mm-hmm.
One, like this is real, and this is like superficial. Like I envy the normalcy that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like how the world in many ways, in the same way that I think the world really respects marriage and really respects a married couple, I think the world really respects a married couple with kids.
Interesting.
There is a way that it operates and it moves that I envy a little bit, like that feeling like, oh, we're gonna sit and talk about our kids, and we're, you know, like we're dropping our kids off to pick up, and they're into this thing and that thing, and like the shared kind of camaraderie around that. Especially as I get older, like it's cool, like 20 something, nobody got kids, but now I'm at an age where like everybody got kids, and so when you're the one that doesn't have kids, and you have your friends, those of us who don't have kids, we just feel like. You know, just like the heathens.
Yeah. When I used to not have kids, I would be like, whose kids are these?
Yeah.
But once you have your own, you're just like, I'm constantly just kissing them, holding them.
Yeah.
You know, begging them to stay with me, just begging them to stay with me. But yeah, I feel that. I think
I also envy the experience, because I think I would make a great parent.
You would.
I think I'd be a really good parent.
You really would.
And I think in some ways being that parent would be very healing for me, because I think I would give a child what I didn't have, which is like the freedom to express, the freedom to exist, the freedom to figure out with the right, you know, boundaries and container. And I like wonder how that would feed my spirit and my soul. The experience of being a parent and like wanting to be a parent and getting to fulfill that. When I see people who like want to be parents and like get to do it, there's an envy that I don't have that gene. We've talked about on the show, like I have a desire to have a kid. Like I would love a kid, but like the desire to be a full-on parent is not.
No, and it keeps getting harder. You know, I didn't really think about it that deeply. I was like, I got a man, I want to have a baby with my man, and I'm having a baby with my man.
Yeah.
You know, and then I was like, I want another one because this feeling is so amazing. And now I have 2 kids, you know, under 3. And it's just so much work.
Yeah.
You know, it's also work with like, you notice the way your kid is talking with the dolls, you know,
Yeah.
is how you have been talking to your child. And so they'll be like, no, ketchup. No, you bitch. And you're like, wait, you know, and so there's just so much talking and so much trying to understand someone else's side. And, you know, it's just so crazy that this human that came from you, because you did 69 in a hotel in New York, is now like, can, you know, just restructure your whole mindset.
Orient your entire existence.
Yeah. And just like they just need a schedule and, you know,
A routine.
Yeah. Dinner on the table. You know, tonight I'm making taquitos.
Okay. Taquitos.
Yeah, I'm trying something new.
Okay, I love it. Where do you get the recipe from?
YouTube. That's where I get all my recipes.
Okay.
YouTube.
Has your like watching life changed in terms of like what you watch, what you view?
Completely.
Yeah.
Y'all are sleeping on Toy Story.
Not at all.
Toy Story.
Toy Story is a story.
I've seen 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, I don't think I've seen 4.
We're waiting for the 5th one. It's coming out this year.
Dope. Toy Story is a great movie.
It's really, really passionate, really beautiful stuff. I just feel like they could have a black doll of some kind, you know.
Yeah, they really could.
Yeah, just something for.
And
my
is Tim Allen in that? Isn't Tim Allen a little?
Yeah, he's Buzz. He's Buzz.
Right. He's a little.
A lot of Toy Story. My kids also love Al Roker's new show, Weather Hunters.
Is that a kid's show?
Yes, it's a beautiful black show about a family of their weather.
Weather Hunters.
Yeah, it's
That's cute.
really cute.
Okay.
They love that show. Yeah, everything has changed. And now once I watch like something for me, I'm like, oh my God, there's violence, there's a pussy on screen. Like,
how has and this is probably gonna be hard, but we're going to try to do it. How has our friendship had to reinvent itself since you've had children?
Well, you know what? We've had so many ebbs and flows. We've been like kiki friends. We've been like party friends. We've been like black sleepover friends, you know, and I feel like we're just every year we're getting closer, you know, which is what I'm enjoying. Because I feel like there was a time like maybe 5 years ago, we like got into an argument at a restaurant.
Did we?
Yeah. And some people had to pull us apart, but it was fun. We were like both having fun with it, you know?
We were play arguing.
We were play arguing, but we were actually arguing. And you were like, if you want to go, we can go.
Oh, no,
that
wasn't 5 years ago. Wasn't that when we were in our 20s at that loft? And you were sitting in that seat.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember
that?
that?
I remember that. Yes.
But like after we got into that argument, like it was like things changed. It was like, hey, it was like fun, you know? I think like we both have just kind of like our worlds have expanded and it exploded in a way.
Yeah.
But it feels like we can always come back to each other and be like, hey, what's up? Yeah, I think it's just, I've also seen like a different side of you from me having kids, you know? I've seen a really soft side in you that I haven't seen before, that I thought was really sweet. And I also think like there is some stuff, you know, some trauma that you have gone through as like a young black boy that I think like, you know, that you have like sewn into my consciousness here and there that has been really nice now that I have a son, you know? And that's been really beautiful for me. So, yeah.
I love you so much.
Oh, thank you.
And I know that our friendship, you're one of the friends that, like, it has not been like a straight line with us in our journey, but I think like we were both figuring ourselves out.
For sure.
And so there were times where we were here and we were here and we were over there and then we're back. But, you know, 20 years later, it's like we're still here.
Yeah.
And so I go, oh, this is a beautiful friendship.
Yeah, I agree.
And I also agree that we're getting closer every year. And seeing you as a mother, all my friends who are mothers, it's...
Yeah, what is it like? Because I can't see myself, you know?
It is truly one of the most spectacular, holy, sacred things that I have a privilege of witnessing. And I know that I'm not always close with y'all in the journey, but I think because I have my own specific trauma with my mother, I'm just like aware of what who mothers are and what motherhood is. And I think that your kids, I think that Tracy's kids, I think that Megan's daughter, like all of your kids are immensely fortunate, and they don't have any idea, because they have mothers who are funny and talented and soft and firm and kind and compassionate and thoughtful and generous. I mean, you are such a generous human. And so I can only imagine the generosity that I experience as your friend. I can only imagine the generosity that I would experience as your child.
Too much. Too spoiled.
Spoiled.
Kids are spoiled.
Yeah, but also I think that what I see in you and what I see in my other friends who are mothers is safe landing spaces to have hard conversations, which to me is one of the probably the most important part of parenthood. Is not the like fun times, which are great, but it's like when life's can I come to my mom? Can I come to my dad? Can I come to my parent? And I know that you are that and will be that. And so it is, I feel very protective of you in that. And I'm also like deeply excited to watch them get older. And be like, you know, I used to, your mom and I used to, you know, like,
for sure.
Like to be able to tell them stories and to watch them have their own minds and their own, you know, opinions and thoughts and think that we're not cool. Like all of that is really, it is, even though they're not my kids, it really delineates the generation, if you will. Like, it's like, oh, we're grown now. We're not the babies anymore. Like, they're literally our new babies.
And also, you know, a big thing that I realized is like when you're, I don't want to just make it a black thing, but so many black kids, we get a whooping. You know, that was how our parents parented. And so it's harder when you can't use your hand and your belt, when you have to be like, this is why what you're doing is wrong.
Communicating,
you know? Or as the white people have a timeout corner, you know? Or
they love a timeout.
Love a timeout. Or a white person said to me, some Reiki, you know, do some Reiki on your baby. I'm trying all the things, you know? But could you imagine what it would have been like for us if we had like someone do some Reiki on us instead of the switch? Like, I don't know.
Maybe we'd be Willow and Jaden.
That's exactly
Willow and Jaden,
you know
baby.
I mean?
Absolutely.
Coming to a house party like dressed as a house.
Period.
You know what
Okay.
I mean?
With a matching house purse.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm just trying to give my babies that, you know, like instead, like the hand comes, but
you
it's
say-
swiftly comes out, you know?
With the quickness. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one last mess. If you could whisper one piece of messy advice into the world's ear, what would it be? Please whisper it.
Go down on Black women's coochies.
That's a great answer. You're brilliant at that. Thank you so much, baby. That's the mess. We did it. Ooh,
Oh
how you
my
feel? How you
God.
feel?
Just a line of sweat down my back. Just a line of sweat down my back. But I feel
you did
good.
it. You
I
did
feel
it. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, come here. I love you so much. I love you so much.